Alright, a very small percentage of people may experience seizures when exposed to certain visual images, including flashing lights or patterns that appear in these video games. So make sure we play this in a well-lit room. Make sure you watch this in a well-lit room and don't stare at the screen too much, I guess, if you are susceptible to any of this kind of stuff. It's going to be very bright, very colourful, this game, so do be aware of that. But otherwise, we're ready to go. It is here. We're going to start our first game in the music showcase. Welcome to Audiosurf. Tagline, ride your music. So let's have a look at what is on offer in the good stuff here. I think it is prudent that we have a look at the tutorial to basically see what it is all about here. So after watching the video, either play the fully interactive tutorial or skip if you feel ready. So this is saying I can skip to part 2, but let's watch the video. Let's see if the video actually works.
In Audiosurf, you score points by making color clusters of at least 3 blocks, like this blue one, or this violet one. Clusters can be in any shape as long as at least 3 blocks of the same color are touched. Here I'm making a blue cluster with 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. You get more points the bigger a cluster is, and you also get more points for hot colors like red. See, that red cluster got me a huge 789 points. Audiosurf builds a unique track for each song you play. When music is mellow, the track slopes upward. When music gets intense, the track rushes down and traffic gets thicker. Here I'm making a huge blue cluster which will get me over 3,000 points.
There you go, kablooey, like that. So it is, yeah, it is a constant, that's a constant traveling game where. In fact, it's probably best if I just load up something and go. And this is the good thing about it. Pick a song that you like and we will continue. Supported songs in here is all these file formats are good. So I'll go into my music folder and bring up this thing, the music game variety list that I have curated. I have a whole bunch here. Some of it, like I said, is quite new. Some of it is from a ways back as well. What's a good starting song for us to do as a little bit of a tutorial here? I'm probably going to pick yeah, this one from Cloud Built. You see here what it's done here is it has decided to give us this little chart. So you can see when we were in slow build sections, it sort of slopes up like this, and this is like sort of mid-beat, and it's slow there. And when we go back down, this is when the intensity of the music flies all the way down like that. It's quite interesting when it maps it out here. So this is just only the tutorial though. So let's have a go in the Gandagoony. Let's see how well we do. Of course, it will let us get away with it. Oh, sorry.
For your first ride, we're going to teach you the basics of playing the game. To start, for 30 seconds, just enjoy the scenery. Notice how the road bumps along with the music.
Thank you very much, sir. So we can use the mouse, or we can use the keyboard here to switch our lanes like this. We're into the shoulder there. Lane 1, lane 2, lane 3. All the things that we can pick up are going to be in the middle 3 lanes here. Score is at the top. Sort of slightly above the border, but I'm like, oops. Press the escape button for pause and options as well. It's not quite clear on the black screen. I sort of didn't think that bit through. Because you can play...
Now let's add some red traffic.
Oh, sorry.
Hit some blocks and watch what happens.
And that's how the blocks are synchronized to beat. So anyway, yeah, you can choose to have like a white filter or a black filter or like a grayscale filter. I'm gonna keep it with the black filter.
Made a color cluster.
And oh,
this
jeez.
is how you score points. To make a cluster, touch 3 or more blocks of the same color together. Clusters can be in any shape or any size. The bigger, the better. Bigger clusters get you more points.
Well, duh, obviously, yeah. So this kind of works on like a Puyo Puyo, sort of Tetris, Puyo Puyo, I don't know what else, block pusher kind of thing here. So in the 3 lanes, we have space to fill up with all these blocks that come at us down the road. And yeah, we make a cluster. You can make a cluster of at least 3 touching together, and they will generate points. But of course, you want to try and keep the cluster going by adding more and more of the same color attached. And the bigger the cluster, the bigger the points. So as we go along and try and build up some red score here. Try and get in the middle. Oh yeah, goes like this. Pretty simple, stupid at the moment. This is essentially kind of all there is to it, but as we'll find out, there's actually a few more facets that is available for you to try in this, so we can give you a look at most. I'll try all of them, but I'll give you a look at most of them for sure.
Color, blue. Now you can make blue clusters as well as red clusters. Always try to make as many red clusters as you can. Reds are worth the most points, and they come at the most intense moments of songs.
Yeah, there you go. So we can add blue numbers in here. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. I froze quite a lot. Sorry about that. So yeah, we can collect 2 different colors. I think it turns out that the total different number of colors that there are adds up to like 5 different colors of blocks to try and collect. So you can try and keep it similar, aim for a certain color. Or if you're brave enough, you can try and combine lots of colors and sort of try and play it suave and smooth and build up tons of points. Now, there is a thing you have to be careful of. There's only a limited number of space you can build blocks in. If you overflow by collecting too many blocks without making matches, then it's gonna cause an overflow, knock me out for a few seconds while it refreshes, and yeah, you gotta be careful.
Let's add a 3rd color, yellow. Try to make as many red clusters and yellow clusters as you can. Hot colors like red and yellow are worth the most points, while cool colors like blue are worth less.
So yeah, we got the chart here. Violet's gonna be the least valuable color, and then up to blue. I don't know why they added green. I don't think I've seen any green blocks, to be fair, but I've definitely seen yellow, and I definitely see red as well. So now there's even more colors to try and pay mind to, which is always fun. So you can feel it here. We're in a sort of a slower, sort of less intense version part of the song, and it's slowed down to sort of represent that as well. Oh, did I accidentally overflow? I might have done. Which is why I think I heard like the fail music, which is sort of weird. But it's on the tutorial. It won't let me fail the tutorial. It'll be alright.
Congratulations! You've unlocked characters to play with. Each character has its own style and strategy. Experiment to find your favorites.
Yeah, we can play with different characters now. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the song and go right into the character select. It is right here. So there are 3 different levels here. There's casual characters, which represents like easy difficulties. The maps aren't too difficult here. Medium, we get to even more characters to have a go at, and they all do different things. Medium generates sort of like more difficult maps, and then we got elite characters, which are hard maps. These are full of stuff, full of pitfalls, full of dangers. And if you want to, there's a secret one on the bottom called Iron Mode, which is hard to see on the screen, but there is one. It is faster, it allows no overfills, and is generally pretty punishing. Only do it for the bragging rights. So yeah, we can just build up on here. So let's try just an easy one to warm things in. So, one type of character that we can play as, it's called Mono. This is the most relaxing ride. Simply hit colors and avoid grays. So even though we just learned about all the different colors in that particular mode here, actually, if you play in mono mode, all you have to do is hit colors and avoid grays. So we can just do it like that. Should we use the same one? Should we use area walkways again? Or should we do something else? What do I feel like? What do I feel like putting in? Let's do a little bit of Kamagori City. I'm feeling for Kamagori City from Fast Remix or Revelant Funk in Ridge Racer Type 4. Either one of those. I'm probably going to do Revelant Funk. Why the heck not? Let's see what kind of map it generates. Okay, it's pretty sort of steadily intense all the way down. There's a few bits where it sort of like breaks off, but it's generally quite intense. Yeah. He's even got a list of like, so my friend Cathonic, who's actually Scarfulu, very old username of his. It's actually got all the lists of the songs that he's played. And all of these are quite interesting here. So, let's have a go. we have the color list. So it starts off like minimally intense, like sort of mid-intensity, but when we get further in, there's going to be some bits where it just goes all the way down, and it's going to be quite fun to have a go at. You know what, actually, the mouse control is actually responsive and probably the best way to play this, I would say. Because you can get the direct movements right across the map, right across the lanes. You can go like a right all the way over there. It's probably the best way to do this, I think. Right, I do know in the mono mode as well, there's a bonus that you can get if you go through the entire track without picking up any of the greys. If I can do that, I'll get like a huge bonus at the end of the track. So that's something to try and aim for. It's pretty simple in the mode here. Let's have a go. Try and avoid it there. I'll be honest, there are probably other tracks in Ridge Racer Type 4 that I do prefer, but it's all just the banger of a soundtrack anyway, so I'm not even mad that I went for this one in the end. Revel Funk's quite good. But like I say, I do prefer others, but there are plenty of tracks to like in Ridge Racer Type 4. Ow! I didn't pay attention. I picked up a freaking solid. Why? That is going to count right at the end. I do know for a fact. It is definitely going to count. I think in the higher difficulties of this version as well, you do notice that eventually the grey blocks you accidentally run into, they do disappear eventually, but it is just that it does take a little bit of time to do. But it does eventually. But I think in higher difficulties, it either takes longer or they don't disappear at all unless you accidentally overfill and then have to respawn as it is. Which just like knocks you out for a few seconds and it means you can't pick up any blocks. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm an actual idiot. I think we're almost there at the end of the track as well. I don't know how long is left. Alright, it's on the fade out, so we just have to avoid it right to the end like that. And that is basically this version, the mono mode. The easiest form of the mono mode, by the way. It does get quite... things like that. And it's actually able to read if anybody else does play this one, and yeah, turns out that it did. 13 years ago. Yeah, this game's quite old. In fact, it's so old that it had its own, like, dedicated website for keeping track of scores that it was actually separate from Steam, but then they eventually decided to put this game onto Steam and remove those high score tables as of only a few months ago, actually. But yeah, that's how this game works. In its purest and simplest form. Wait, is it back? Yes, it's back. I'm just moving some things about on my other screen so I can see how the stream's going. If you are enjoying this, I do hope that you are. Right, let's have another go. I'm thinking... We got different kinds here. We got Point Man, which is the color version that was demonstrated in the tutorial. Point Man Pro for the medium stuff, and then Point Man Elite for there. There's also some other ones here which I haven't had a proper go at yet. Pick a color and make it disappear. Erase mistake to set up chain reactions. This could be quite an interesting one to try out. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Point Man stage, which is all the colors together on medium this time. And now a good track to do this to. I want some Darren Korb. Let's do some Darren Korb in this. So it is very, very gentle in terms of its intensity all the way up there. even though it's the payback mix of Final Expense. Y'all want some Hades music? I think somebody was going to enjoy some Hades music out there. Yep, it's already set up. There are lots of colours on the track. Right. Oh, I already overfilled. It's gone very, very, very wrong straight away. Why am I like this to myself? And there are still even the, things over here. Right, I'm gonna try building up some blues instead. They're gonna be worth more points. Clever thing about it, it is able to read what colours you are picking up and sort of let you aim for the ones that you want. Go over the way. What does that do? Sort organizes yourself to make as many matches as possible. That's a great thing to pick up when I don't have any on the field. Whoops! Big whoops! Oh, I can make some reds here. Why not? See, I want to try and avoid that, actually. Get these reds here. That'll set me up quite nicely and free up some space. Get the full color tool and it turns all of them into a single color and you just get the match instantaneously, pretty much. It does help to clean up the board when you do that as well. Gotta be careful, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Oh, there was too many in that row. Shoot. Oh, that would have been useful to get those reds. That would have been very useful. Oh, almost had it. And then just and then just some recipe up there. I think that was so close to getting a gold medal score. I think it was so close. Oh yeah, there's pro scores. I'm the only one to have set a time in this pro scores as of 2 seconds ago. There you go. What was he playing there? Is that the double vision? I haven't tried the double vision one actually. I don't know what to make of that one. Seems like everybody else is getting the points by playing this in the in just the mono mode, I think, down there. So yeah, we could do that as well. So they're the two basic ones, I think. We'll be having to go at. Right, I'm ready for a hard mode track. I don't know about anybody else, but I am ready for a hard mode track. And the hard mode track that we are going to choose, I'm feeling could do some Daiki Kasho. Or some Sonic Frontiers. Could put that in. Or some X and Y. I think X and Y might make some interesting ones. The battle with the legendary Xerneas Evil Tal. This might do some. You are Elite Champion. Apparently, I'm already the Elite Champion. I already had a go at this on this difficulty level. I didn't know. So yeah, lots of colours going on here. We got some very intense, like, yellows and orange bits coming up in this. Right. I have a personal best score, 33,000 points. Let's have a go, shall we? But this is going to be reckless and very hard to do. Although with the precision of mouse movement, this might be a bit easier than I make it out to be. Like I said, I think mouse is the way to go. You can do keyboard, you even could do a controller if you can get it working, but I think you want the accuracy of a mouse to play this game, I think. So let's see if I can get a nice score going on here. it just sort of likes to undulate a bit. I noticed when you try and load in your own maps. So it does sort of throw off a little bit. Ow, there goes my perfect rating. Whatever I get for that. I don't know. I don't think I've ever got a perfect rating on these mono tracks yet. I can't believe I haven't. I think it's so simple in this mode, but just one lapse of concentration and that is it. Oh, just caught it again. Just. And in the middle, in the middle lane as well, which I really want to try and avoid. Come on, where are my colors at? There they are. Right, with the way that my map is at the moment, I've left myself in a bit of a rotten situation, because the middle's full of, like, trash blocks, which in this difficulty, they don't disappear. So, they only disappear, if you accidentally overflow, which I still want to try and avoid. So long as I'm careful, it'll be fine. Yo, that was quite nice, I think. Let's go like that. Smooth movements to just dodge all the trash blocks. And reach the end. Haven't beaten my top score though, which is a crying shame actually. Probably would have happened if I had oh, sorry, personal achievements get in the way. Probably would have happened if I didn't.
42.
Thank you for 42 points, Bear. 42 bits. Ah, nice to see you. Hope you are enjoying this so far. Look, here's my proof. I do have the elite score, high score. Only by, can you believe this, 15 points on this track. I did also try it in the pro mode, which I'm just gonna ignore. Though I did try it with the points, the different colours, the point man mode, which is it's difficult for me to get around of actually. I think I actually do prefer playing in the mono mode. It's just simple, straight line, straightforward, and works on a lot of reflexes, whereas I do tend to lose myself in a whole bunch of different colours. What's also interesting is that you find out that actually other people think the same way as you, and they play the same songs. They load the same songs into the playlist, and they generate exactly the same maps, and they play exactly the same tunes. So you more often than not, you find out that there's a track that somebody else has played, and there's a whole bunch of records to go with it. There's me joining in quite late with some really rubbish scores, whereas people have played this like years ago and literally mastered the entire thing, which is quite interesting. Pick a color and make it disappear. I'm gonna have a go at the eraser one and see what that brings us. Right. Paint the town. Paint is an in-game power-up that allows you to make all blocks a certain color to make a huge cluster, and a little red paint could be your tickets to a gold medal. Right, I haven't tried the eraser mode, so let's see what it is going to entail for us. I don't even know how you're meant to do the eraser. It's basically, I think it's basically just the same as the thingy mode, but you're meant to be able to do something extra, but I just can't fathom it. Right, let's try building up some yellow. Clean out the blue that's here. Why not? Probably clean out the yellow now, and then. Lots of blue here. It's safe to try and get these in a cluster. It's fine. But if I get all these and then make it there. Done. Neat. I tried to get those way too quickly, didn't I? Try and avoid in... I said try and avoid in that lane, but I still went and did it like an absolute idiot. Oh, multiplayer! I didn't think multipliers existed! Go on, let's go. Let's go then. I have no idea what color to try and go for, and it's all gone to pot anyway. Who cares? Who even cares? Ooh, go for that yellow. Yes! Yes, that's gonna get me quite a lot. Got those, nice. Alright, pretty big clear there. Nice. Try and get that yellow coming in. Yeah, what I did there, I messed it up. Very clearly messed up. I need some kind of power up to before that happens, but I didn't get it. I did not get it at all. That's a pretty neat clear. I'll take that. That was completely the wrong color waiting for me at the end of the day, but I'll have it. I think I got at least like 52,000. Oh, scratch that, 57,000. So yeah, I didn't figure out how to do the whatever erase move I was meant to be able to do, but no worries. That's looked pretty decent. 57 puts me in the mid-table out of only 3 people that have played this track in particular. But yeah, I do really think like the best score you can get is probably with the mono mode, and you can get the ninja sort of trophy, which means you avoid all of the trash blocks in the ride. Okay, I think Audiosurf deserves at least one more track. I'm gonna go back to the ninja hard on the elite, and what track to pick? What track to pick? Next Tetris, Martial Symphony, and Tekken 5. Or do I want? I want to put the Daiki Kasho in here. I'm gonna put some Gran Turismo music right here and see what it gets for us. Pretty steady straight down for the bottom, but let's give it a shot. Hopefully this particular music doesn't get me stricken. It shouldn't do. I don't think it should anyway. Right. Here we go! Hang on. I messed up straight away. Let's try that again, shall we? If I had my soundboard working, I could do my redo! I do have a redo sound. Try going that way instead. Oh god, there is a lot of trash to try and avoid here. There's a lot of trash. And just miss all the blocks I'm meant to pick up. Why not? Why not do that as well? I don't know where it's taking me. Literally no cap on this. Daiki Kasho is like an underrated artist of mine. He's done a lot of songs for like recent Gran Turismo games. And yeah, like I said, I think they're underrated. pretty nice there, I hope. Although this is gonna be... Okay, this bit down here is gonna be very intense. Straight down the bottom here. Demo, that was pretty amazing. There goes my bonus. Still hasn't happened. Right, it's bound to happen when I do, like, an easier version of this, but I'll save that for another day. For now, let's just see what I can get. I've said this 1,000 times. Don't know who else I can trust anymore. Betrayed countless times till now. I will not let. Why am I getting the trash? Why am I getting the trash? I have no idea. Yo. Oh, missed that one there. All right, straight downhill again. How on earth did I get away with that? I got away with murder. This is my time to break away. Underrated breakdown, this. Underrated breakdown. A lot of trash dodge in there. Be fine. Oh no, I was wrong. Even in the ultra difficulty, the trash does disappear eventually. It just takes a hecking long time, I guess. It's going wrong. Going wrong again. Don't even mind it. Right, I have to be careful in the middle in the middle lane, because that's getting quite full. Full of trash. Oh god, that was close. It is meant to give you like a warning beep if you are gonna overflow in a particular lane. Thing is, blocks do come so quickly that you can't like exactly react to it in time. Again, that middle lane, very dangerous. I literally have no room at all in there. I literally have no room in the middle. I don't have any room in the middle. I ran out of room in the middle. Dang it. Oh god, I was out of action for such a long time as well. Hello, so close to 50,000! So close! Oh, my bonus is gonna get me there. Yes! They do in the end. How about that? Yeah, definitely. I sort of see that coming, yeah, the worst out. Definitely the worst. 6 years, 10 years. 10 years ago? How did this track exist 10 years ago? Was it made for Gran Turismo 6? If it was made for Gran Turismo 6, then probably that does make sense. It is an old track, though, but it is an absolute goldie of a track, is All My Life. I love it. Alright! I think we're given quite a bit of time for Audiosurf. That is how it is. I do like it. Play with the mouse, you get the best control. And yeah, it generates some wild stuff for you to try and do. So have a go at it if you want.